what we eat and what we can't eat. And
wait, Romans 14.
Yeah. Let me get straight to it.
Where you got going?
So 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So Paul is telling you that. He said, listen, the head is Yahweh Shai. Okay, not me. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Right.
And the head of Christ is God.
Right. So there's an order. Romans 14, what verse?
Too much. Verse 1, I think to 1 to about 6.
What does it sound like? Oh, you're right, okay. Romans 14 verse 1. Him that is weak in faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputation. For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not, and let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth, for the Most High have received him.
Yeah, so the one that eats all things.
Right. Yeah. Well, obviously that's not good.
What do we know?
That doesn't mean that I can eat shrimp.
If you read further, you say all you need to do is to thank God that you've got something to eat.
But that doesn't mean you're in a sin, man.
He did not say you can't
That's
eat
a sin.
pork. What do you mean? That's what I'm saying.
Did the Lord sin? Did the Lord sin? Did he sin? Did he sin?
There's no sin in Christ.
Alright, so he's basically telling you that the Lord didn't sin once in his life. He was a lamb without blemish, man.
That's right. That's right.
No, he was a lamb without blemish. He never sinned.
The problem I have with you.
So he was an example. He was setting the example of how we ought to be. The Lord, the one who you call Jesus Christ.
And what is Paul
he was
saying?
basically an example of how we ought to be.
And what is Paul saying?
So was the Lord eating pork?
What is Paul
Was he
saying
eating
there?
shrimps and things that were against the law? Of course not, because that would be a sin.
You see the problem I had.
No,
you got
the problem,
all
man.
things. Listen,
you should be a pastor.
Whoever eats all things
So you're going off, man.
You just read it.
Bro, you're not getting the point, man.
Whoever eats all things.
Do you really think Paul was teaching them to eat anything you want? You really think he was doing that?
So why did he say what he said?
He didn't go that for. Obviously, that's a contradiction. That's like a contradiction.
For a food.
Why would Paul say, listen, whosoever sin, transgress of the law, and then he said, oh, you can eat all things. That's stupid.
He said that. Why did he say it?
I know he said that, but he didn't mean it like that, man. He didn't mean it like that.
Go next. You see.
He said it's like one brother he eat herbs, another man eat a lamb.
Things.
You can eat goats. You can eat whatever you want. No, but besides that, because that's a sin, man. That would be that's crossing the line. See, you're just going out of context, man.
No.
You are reading out of context, man.
You never even finished reading.
This is Isaiah 66 and 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
So you eating swine's flesh, you can't be doing that, man. That's a sin, man. So this guy's going off, man.
You know, the thing is,
let's go back to
these guys, when Paul goes to...
Bro.
When
Paul goes... A nice corner somewhere there is where you can see
you don't have to be rude. Listen, you don't have to be rude.
I know, but
you don't have to.
But this conversation, okay, nicely. But this is conversation is done. We're not getting nowhere with you. We're not getting anywhere with you.
You twist what I say, and you're saying
I didn't twist off.
But
that's basically what you were doing.
I can't teach you.
You came up. You were showing us scriptures, basically showing us what you believe in, what you think is right.
And you also showed me some that you think is right. And I didn't say anything to you.
Yeah, no, but the point is you thought that you had the truth, man.
And you thought you had the truth.
Exactly. But you thought you had the truth. So basically you was prophesying to us. You was telling us that the elect are virgins, man. You was telling us, you didn't say, oh, the book is, you said the elect are going to be virgins. You was telling us that.
He's going there again.
Did you not tell us that? Did you not tell us that?
Did you read it?
Did you not tell us that?
Did you read it?
Did you not tell us that yes or
Did
no?
you read
See
it
how
or
this
I
guy's
told
trying to
you?
play being a demon? Answer the question, yes or no?
Where he's going?
Answer the question, did you not tell us that?
God, have mercy.
See, this guy is, he's not, let's be
What is
honest.
a demon?
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, now that we don't
We're
agree,
done
what
with
should
you,
we
man.
do?
You're not being honest.
What is a demon? You mentioned demon.
Right?
You mentioned demon. What's a demon?
Evil spirits. Evil spirits.
Are you saying he has an evil spirit?
Yeah, he's an evil, he's got demons on him. He ain't right.
Everyone's.
Exactly. But this man's got demons on him. Now we're asking him straightforward questions, and he's
But why are you
being a demon
why
about
are you
it, man?
accusing him?
Huh?
Jesus said, he put the stone and said, let him without sin cast the first stone.
Right.
So, but why do you call him a demon?
Because that's what he's being a demon.
No mouth has condemned him.
You know, we asked him
Isn't that
straightforward
funny?
questions,
Isn't that
and he's
funny?
not being honest about it.
Which question that I'm not being honest?
Obviously, you came up here with a doctrine. You came up
What is
here.
their
Do you
doctrine?
admit that?
If Christ
Do you
says,
admit that?
Wait, if Christ says some men keep themselves pure for the kingdom of heaven.
Listen.
No.
So stop. I'm asking you a question. You have a doctrine, right? Yes or
That's
no?
not a doctrine.
Yes or no?
That's not a doctrine.
Listen, this guy's being. Forget this guy. Forget this guy's
That's not a
being right, man.
doctrine.
He's bad being a demon. Let's go back.
That's not a doctrine.
Yeah, so we don't agree,
Because
right?
you don't like the
Have a nice
truth.
day, man. Have a nice
You
day.
don't like the truth.
You're not being honest. Like, there's no truth in you. And there's God in your mouth, man.
Somebody keep themselves pure.
And the word gal means
For the
crafty.
kingdom of heaven.
Craftiness, man. This guy's being.
And
He got a
then
crafty
he
spirit.
said Paul is one of them. Yeah, he said that. I didn't say that.
And then he's trying to get confirmation from him.
No, I'm not.
Try and back his
No,
confidence up.
when two
So you're
people are
being
talking-
crafty, man.
When two people are talking,
Got God in his mouth. Anyway,
when
let's
two
go
people
back
are
to 1
talking,
Corinthians.
and somebody says you are lying,
chapter
and someone says you
15.
are lying, it is good at least
Verse 49.
somebody neutral can say you are telling the truth or that person.
See, man, only the elect is gonna make
I
it.
only said something.
Only
and
the
you
elect,
twisted the word. And I said, no, you don't have to do that. Because I said, there are some that will keep themselves pure from evil for the kingdom of heaven. That's the end.
Like
So
Jesus, for example,
First
Jesus
Corinthians 15 and 49.
defiled himself.
And as we are born,
Hey. But what you're saying, that's what you believe in, right? Do you believe in that?
What is there?
Do you believe in that?
That's,
What you just said about them being virgins, do you believe that?
of course I do.
So you was trying to teach us that. You
No,
was
I
trying,
didn't.
so you were trying to show us that. Listen, but you was trying to show us that. But you was trying to show us that.
You called me.
But you was
I
trying to
didn't
show
call
us
you.
that. But you was trying to show us
Who
that.
called somebody?
You was trying to show us something that you believed in, right? Listen, excuse me. See why? Listen to me. See, this guy's a demon. You're a demon, man.
I was walking
You
back.
are a demon.
If I'm demon,
You're a
God
demon.
will be a judge between
You're
you
a
and
demon.
me.
I'll ask you a
The Most
question.
High will be a judge
You was
between
trying to
us.
show
I
me
was
something
walking
that you
by,
believed in.
You called me.
You tried to show me
No,
something
you
that
called
you
me.
believed
Did I
in.
call you?
You tried to
be
show
honest.
me something
Be honest.
that
Who-
you
who
believed
call-
in.
who called
Why
me?
should I be honest with you?
No.
You're not being honest.
I was walking by.
You're not being honest.
He called me.
But
I
you're
said,
not being
and
honest,
now
man.
He's telling me. I
But
was
you're
trying
not
to
being
show you.
honest, man. Be honest.
You're holding the Bible.
Was
and
you
you're
not
lying.
trying to teach us something, trying to show us something that you believed in?
Who called who?
Do you believe?
Did you call
do you
me or not?
believe that the elect in
Okay,
chapter,
he called you.
He called me.
Yeah.
Honest. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So he
That one.
called me.
right?
And then he said to you, this guy believes the elect are virgin. Didn't you
Right.
say that?
yeah.
And do you agree with that?
Wait. And
you
I
agree with
said, wait.
Do you agree with that?
Would you allow me?
Well, just say yes or no, man.
And
God
then
damn it,
I
man.
said,
This guy's
listen.
a demon. This
And
guy's a
then-
demon, man. Do you believe in that? Yes or
God
no?
forgive you for that.
Do you believe in that?
And
yes
I
or no?
said, according
Do
to
you
what I
believe in that?
read,
Yes or no?
Listen.
Do you
No,
believe in
why
that?
you-
Yes or
Why you
no?
arguing?
Why don't you just say yes or no?
He doesn't like the truth.
Do you believe in that? Yes
And then
or no?
I said, according to what I read, that is
Answer the
what I
question,
believe.
man. Do you believe in that? Yes or no?
I do.
So you were trying
What
to
is
teach.
it?
You were trying to show us that, right? Something that you
How
believed
can
in.
I show you?
Was you
called
not
me.
doing that?
I was walking by.
Was you not
called
showing us
me.
scriptures?
You told this
Was
guy.
you not showing
no,
us
no,
scriptures?
Sir, you told this guy.
Was you not
that
showing
this
us
guy
scriptures?
Listen.
Was you not showing us scriptures of something that you believed in?
Why did you call me in the first place?
Because I wanted to discuss with you.
And then why do you want me to discuss with you if you don't know what I believe in?
Because there's a chance that you might turn from what you're believing in. Because you are an Israelite.
Nonsense. That's nonsense.
Alright, then have a nice day. You're condemned.
May God forgive you for that.
Not your Lord, man. My Lord. He's going to be destroyed, man. He's going to come back in the kingdom as probably one of my grandsons. He's going to follow them. The blind lead the blind. You know, both of them. Both shall fall into this, right?
God. You should have done that in the first place, then go, somewhere there. That's my running over right there. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and 49. And as we are born the image of the earthly, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly.
I can't wait for that day to happen, man. My body's fucking changed, man. And brothers that suffer in the flesh, man, they know, they feel that, man. That's why they're in it, man. That's why they're in it, because they're hoping for that. The scripture says that the creature groans, man, in this tabernacle, man, waiting for that, man, for the manifestation of the children of the Most High, man. I told you that in Romans 8, man, just after we are subject to vanity. Get that, man. Hey, where's my heart?
We have half 5.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I don't know whether he had either brought the camera stand and then went back and got the rest of the stuff, or I don't know. I don't have the information. You wait for him to get back and that's what it says.
Keep going. Put the camera back in. Also, two jokes are going on.
Romans 8, Romans 8.
Where it says we subject to vanity. It says on earnest expectation of the creature to see the manifestation.
So Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the Son of the Most High.
See, that's the earnest expectation. We're anxiously waiting for that moment. Time where we're just gonna be at rest, man. No more fucking waking up early in the fucking morning to go work, man. Feeling like you have to go to work to get money so you can feed your damn self, man. Certain days you just want to eat and you don't want to have to work to get that money, man. You just want to eat. You just want to relax and just enjoy life. You can't enjoy life, man. You're born into this world. And it's suffering from the day you come in and suffering to the time you go out, man. That's what it says, cursed shall they are going in and cursed shall going out, man. And then you're in the midst of a society where you're among other nations that despise you, man.
I'm Jewish myself.
You're Jewish. Okay.
Possibly from one of these tribes.
Well, you better pray that you are.
Which you believe you're from?
Yeah, I don't
I don't know very much about it.
Yeah, well, the real Jews are so blacks from West Africa, Jamaica, Haiti, Brazil, the Dominican Islands. Those are the real Jews.
Do you know what?
Get that and I'll give you Acts chapter 13, verse 1. I know we're just going to go through some scripture so you can understand where it comes from. So you can know for yourself.
Acts 13 and 1. And there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets.
Antioch.
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
Certain prophets and teachers in Antioch were
as Barnabas and Simeon.
So Barnabas and Simeon were.
That was called Niger.
That was called Niger. That's where you get the word Nigeria. Niger Delta. So certain prophets and teachers, they were being called niggas or Negroes. But the prophets and teachers, they were black men. Now get on Jeremiah 14.
So Nigeria's name came from...
Yeah, the word nigger comes from Niger, the Latin word Niger.
Yeah, but it comes from that prophet, is it? The word Nigeria
No.
derives...
The word Nigeria comes from a Latin word Niger.
Niger.
Latin, yeah, you go Latin language.
Oh, Niger. Niger. Yeah, but what's Niger?
Niger, N-I-G-E-R. It means black. It just means black. Or that's where you get the word Negro or nigger from.
Oh, right.
Okay? So the word niggers in the Bible were
Black.
King James Bible. King James.
It was translated by Scott.
On the New Testament.
Yeah, New Testament. Again from the Old Testament. This is the Old Testament one, the Torah.
Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Yeah, so they're black like the ground.
Quite interesting. I'll make a note of that scripture.
What's it? Solomon, Song of Solomon.
Sorry, what scripture was that you're in? Acts.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
It's Acts 13 and 1.
Oh, just wait for 1 second.
Jeremiah 14 and 2.
14 verse 2. Yeah.
This is the church. Right now,
Songs of Solomon.
we're like we're spread out, mainly in the north.
Songs of Solomon. It's a Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Verse 6. Look not upon me because I am black, but because the sun have looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept.
This is my internet is acting up. Bear with me for a second.
How did you learn that? Are you sure we don't need to go? This one is scriptures.
Right.
Just from reading them.
So excuse me. This is Well, this is the Blue Letter Bible. The word for black is shakar. Shakar, which means black. The word for black is basically translating it back into the ancient Hebrew. It means basically blackish color of the face. So that's not referring to you, because your skin don't look blackish. It says, but black means blackish color of the face.
But it's whether being...
People from Africa.
Now get Lamentations chapter 10 verse 5.
But it's whether being... I don't know, do you think that they are part of the 12 tribes? Ancient history, 2,000 years ago, or is it what you believe?
Now this is our history. The Bible is our historical records. You read about how we were slaves for the Egyptians, which is the people of Sudan today. We were slaves for the ancient Babylonians, which is the Ethiopians today, the Cushites. We were slaves for the Assyrians. We were slaves for the Medo-Persians, the Romans, which is the Greeks, which is, you know what I'm saying, so-called white Edomites, children of Esau. We're the children of Jacob.
Lamentation.
Do you believe that already?
You're not a Jew. You're Jewish. You're Jewish.
That's what I say too. That's what I say too.
Go on, read that.
Lamentation 4.
Yeah, he was from the tribe of Judah.
Lamentation 4 and 8. Their visage is blacker than coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin.
Right. Scripture says their visage is blacker than a coal. Okay? So the visage means it's French for face. So their faces are blacker than a coal. Why? Because if you read Lamentations, Jeremiah was basically lamenting for the state of his people. Yeah, he was black man too. He says, I'm black, astonishment has something like that. I forget the verse. So bear me for a second.
I do need to head off.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking to me.
Okay, man.
Hold on, let me get this scripture before
Okay.
you go, yeah?
Say bye. Say bye.
You seem quite well educated. Did you go to good school?
I actually went to a Jewish school.
I would have thought from a Jewish school you could get a good
Oh, it varies.
But did they have like a assembly?
Before you go, this one's for you, yeah? Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, and thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah, because your Rothschilds, your elite, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they know they're not Jews. They got all the records. They know who the real Jews are. They've got all records. They know that the people in the ghettos, living in West Africa, living in Chicago, living in all the ghettos in America, Brazil, Jamaica, they know that they're the real Jews. They know they're real Israelites. They've got all the artifacts. They've got all the elite Bible scholars that do architectural digs in the Middle East. They've got all the documents. They've got more hardcore information than we do. They've got all the icons. They know who the real Israelites are, the real Jews are. They know that your people came from the Khazar Empire, the Caucasus Mountains. Your people are not. You converted. You converted in the 8th century. You converted. There's even a book by Arthur Koestler called The 13th Tribe.
Why is that relevant to the 8th century?
Pardon?
Why is the 8th century relevant?
Yeah, because that's the pinnacle. That's the pinnacle point from your people. But your people converted, called yourselves, taken on the ways of the Jews, the real Jews. To this day. That's a turning point in the history of your people. From where you was filthy. You look out for yourselves. That's why there was a man called Kagan Bullen. He was the king of your people at the time. Kagan Bullen. And he had to find a religion that was going to clean up his people. And because you had the Muslim wars that were going on. It could have either been so-called the ways of the Jews or the ways of the Muslims. And he chose the way of the Jews. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why a large portion of your people became known as the Ottoman Turks. And then you had a large portion of people that became known as Ashkenazi Jews.
What I think.
Okay, so, but you're really an Edomite, man. A child of Esau. That's who you are. You're the real children of Jacob. You know, Jacob and Esau came out red all over.
What's your name?
My name is, it's not important, but my name is Dawada. Yeah.
What's your name?
At the bar.
Okay,
Nice
man.
meeting you. My name is Noah.
Okay, man. Right. Take it. So Job 13 and 30. It says,
I'm not sure whether he existed.
That Job 30 and 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat.
and the word for black is to be black. To be black of skin. Shokar, which means you're black of skin. So it says, through the idea of the duskiness of early dawn, to be dim or dark in color, be black. So these Bible scholars know this, man. It says, skin is black. So it says, Job 30:30, my skin is black and draws away from off me. So basically, Job, he had like a skin condition. That's why I wanted to go into the color thing, because when you go into these words, these Bible scholars know this, man. They know this, man, that the Jews are black. But then they make out the Jews are white on the movie in the theaters, man. That's why Job 9:27 says the wicked they cover up the truth, man. of who the real judges are.
But basically, it's more like live by.
Because the Edomites, so-called Europeans, they're not set up to bring out the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. He seemed quite well, you know, he took it humbly, you know what I'm trying to say? But
I could learn so much from these guys.
He doesn't believe it. Just the one of those movements.
I could learn so much from the Israelites. That my history.
you know,
Where you from?
But so much.
Where you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
For my family, I'm the first one ever to be born outside of Africa. And that was only because my mother, we were quite a fortunate family, we had money, not many people did. And what happened was my mother was pregnant and she overstayed here. Well, she never planned to have a baby here, but I was born here. So it was time to come out. First one ever from the start of the world.
what tribe?
Yoruba. First year. My father liked it because he said he always wanted the insights of the white man, which he got with me. You know, the whites, they think differently.
Yeah.
Their mentality is different.
Yeah.
But to be honest, a lot of them are perverse.
Yeah.
It's a different spirit. I wouldn't say it's a perverse spirit.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a perverse spirit.
But you know what I mean?
No,
They like to turn things upside down.
Yeah.
And I find that interesting. Especially, for instance, like
And I see what you